I want to tell you about something that is coming, and it will be news to some of you, and so some of you will be hearing it here first. But even before we were quarantined, even before we were aware of how COVID-19 would impact our Lent and our worship going forward, we were looking for what we might do at the display space out there on Foothill Boulevard. I can't say out there on Foothill Boulevard without also saying out there on Route 66, because I'm a fan of Route 66, and we have our church on it. But our display space on Foothill Boulevard, we had been thinking about what we might do that might link to our worship the same way that we did at Advent and Christmas time. At Advent and Christmas time, we had one nativity on the display space and one nativity in the narthex. And so some of you may recall, if you were here the first or second Sunday of Lent, that we had frames that were hanging in the narthex. The idea was you'd be able to see yourself in the picture. I think we had hoped that people might start taking some selfies within them, but then we all got sent to our homes, no in-person worship. So at one point, there was a thought that we might put frames out there for people to take their own pictures in with some sort of message about how the worth, the holy worth, the sacred worth of each person. And so we continued to ponder what we might do. And what came, and this actually came in some brainstorming about our website redesign, what came was it would be wonderful if we could have a place of prayer. We can't create a vigil that people could come to and leave things at. It can't be the same kind of visitation as people did during Advent and Christmas at the Nativity. But we can create a display that points to a web page that then allows people to list their prayers for people they know, their prayers for family members. It can be a prayer about someone who has COVID-19. It could be a prayer about people who are caring for people who have that. It also can be a prayer for anyone who is affected by this pandemic, and that's all of us. We all are experiencing different kinds of loss in this time. And so stay tuned, because we hope that by Holy Thursday, in fact, we expect that by Holy Thursday, we'll have a web page up where you can put your prayers. And you might, if you've driven by the Foothill space in the last 24 hours, you might be able to see that there's a banner up that says www.covidprayers.org. And we're excited about this because it's a way for us to reach out to our Claremont community in a meaningful way. They're used to this bit of our geography being a place where we make comments on what's going on in the world, and our greatest comment in this time is prayer. If you go to covidprayers.org right now, you'll see a little preview. Some of us set up the display last night in order to get some photos and video, and then we took it down because it's going to rain and the website's not live yet, but go to the website and see that.